There are many ways to go to God. The way of the bird is not the way of the fish. The way of the baby is not the way of the adult. The advanced soul goes to God first. The advanced soul always prays in advance to relax themselves and to keep themselves receptive to the guidance that is at hand from God. Many times, both of us, if we'll be honest, we go to God after the crisis has happened, after the net has fallen on us, and then we're in panic mode. The basic underlying thread that we all have in our lives is God's help. We are to awaken to who we are as beloved children of God, that God wants, that God desires to help each one of us. Do you realize that it is impossible for you to ever be alone? You can't be. It's impossible. Everywhere you are, God is. And here's a big one. There is nowhere for you to go because of this for guidance. I've heard different people say that you have to pray at 500 feet above sea level, that you have to pray in a certain position. You are literally immersed in God, and you're immersed in God's guidance and help all the time. Right now, you're immersed in God. You have it literally at your fingertips, but even closer. You have it with you. It can be called upon, and it can be realized, and you can become aware of it no matter where you find yourself. The promise is in Psalms 31, 3 through 5. You are indeed my rock and my fortress. For my name's sake you lead me and guide me, and take me out of the net. Now that's a big thing there. We're going to talk about that. That is hidden for me, for you are my refuge. Into your hand I commit my spirit. You have redeemed me, O Lord, faithful God. God is like a fortress around you to keep harm from coming to you. And even more than that, to keep us from hurting ourselves through wrong decision. Have you ever been going along in your life and all of a sudden you feel that you made a wrong turn and you're trapped in a net and you don't know how to get out? And panic begins to set in. You push, you struggle. The more you struggle, the more the net seems to tighten around us. Well, perhaps it is a health challenge. Maybe it is a financial burden of some kind. The problem can seem so overwhelming that you don't know how you'll ever get out. And the challenge seems to be deepening by the moment. It may be because of the sickness of a loved one, and you're a caregiver, and you don't know how to manage to keep your strength up for another day. Whenever you're in any situation like that or 1,000 others, it certainly feels like a net, doesn't it? To have faith when you're inside of a net, instead of looking at the net, know that you have God with you and within you. Know that you have the power to go past that net, that you are not trapped, that with God's help, you are free. You don't know how when you pray. You don't know how with your 5 senses, and you don't know how with your eyes and your ears. But there is an inner knowledge that flows in and through you that shares with you how to go past that net, that trap, and it is flawless. God will show you the way.